Now, it'll be less than that in the wind shadowed areas, the western side of the big islands if you're in close enough, much less wind. Now, these nice winds are courtesy of the high that's to the south of us that I mentioned earlier. But as that cold front, which again is now just about over New Caledonia, moves to the east, Fiji may feel a bit of it on Thursday. And again, not sure how intense it's going to be on Thursday. The tail end of it may start to fall apart. There may not be very much to it at all for Fiji, although Tonga may be a little bit more organized for Tonga. Now, Vanuatu, while frost-free, is not cloud-free. And this morning there's plenty of cloud up and down the chain as advance activity from New Cal's cold front is definitely approaching. So today, expect partly cloudy for the group with a pretty good chance of isolated showers. The winds look like east-southeast, 15 to 20 in most places. Seas about 1.5 meters. Expect a little bit less wind on the west side of most of these islands, as usual. Sola and Santo are the hot spots today. Temperatures up to 31 C, it looks like. 31. I'll pass on that. Anisham, though, cooler at 25. That sounds more like it. New Cal is getting soaked thanks to the cold front that's arriving, and winds very early this morning in the southern lagoon were west to northwest with quite a bit of rain, but by lunch we should see a bit of a shift. It looks like northerlies by lunchtime, give or take on that north. 15 to 20 knots. The winds will pick up maybe a little bit tonight, probably more of a constant 20 knots, higher in the gusts even, particularly with shower activity. And it still looks like rain tomorrow. With the wind shift, I would expect southwest 15 to 20. And on Thursday, the front looks to be gone, and the wind is going to shift to a southerly quadrant, maybe 10, 12, 15 knots right in there. Partly cloudy, but there'll be plenty of sun peeking through then, so hopefully that'll be the end of that front. And that's all I've got for now. If I've missed your spot, come now, and we'll try to cover it. Here's the chief.
And thanks to Code Blue, Judy, thank you for that. We have unfortunately missed virtually everything on streaming this morning. My antenna problem took my attention, and I did click the streaming on, but didn't really look at it carefully to see that it was working, and it was not. And we hadn't had any comments on the chat box for a few days now, because most of our comment people are on their way, so I didn't notice anything that's going. So let us know, and probably when we finish the transmission on the radio, we will repeat things that you need to know on streaming. Is there anybody with any questions? Nothing heard. And Villamy, Trevor, if you wouldn't mind just putting out a call for anybody that I cannot copy, that might be a little bit close, if you could put out a call, and then what we'll do is leave the frequency to you guys, and we will do some repeats on streaming if I hear any questions from anyone on the streaming. Anybody needing a relay, please respond to Villamy. Yeah, I have got a good copy on you. Just stand by one. Excel, yes, I've still got you. So whatever you're doing with that antenna is working. Over. Boy, I'll need a repeat on that one, Trevor, if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, I was trying to get hold of you. No, I didn't. Kindred Spirit, Kindred Spirit. And for those that are listening, Kindred Spirit is in the middle of this trough they have wind 30 to 35 knots from the west-northwest, which of course is their the direction that they want to go. They have large seas, 100% cloud cover, and 1016. They're hove to. They're really good at handling those conditions. But if you could, probably they heard what David said about they do have light at the end of the tunnel. But Kindred Spirit, go ahead and Villamy will relay.
What's their position?
They are at 2727 and 171. Yeah, go ahead, Trevor.
Yep, got a copy. What's your message?
What's their longitude?
171 east.
Tomorrow at noon they should have missed me.
The light, but I think I gather you're saying you want David viewed off wind at the front or past you. Is that Roger?
When will the front pass?
Yep, that's the question, Dave.
Yep. All right. I presume they can hear us, but we'll try that one again. So for those that are interested, the front is quite broad, actually. Here's David.
Yeah, the most intense part of the front is pretty much where you are now. And looking at, it's going to remain so through today. By tomorrow morning, we'll call it very early breakfast time, right around 25 and 170, right about where you'll probably wind up being. The winds are going to continue to be northwest, 25 to 30. However, if we go to lunchtime, they start to back fairly rapidly, I think. So you should get a little bit of relief on the direction by lunchtime tomorrow. Looks like westerlies, and they'll be 20 to 25 knots. By dinner time, with a little bit of luck, they may go a little bit south of west. That's by dinner time on Wednesday. By midnight, I would say southwest, and the frontal band will be gone by midnight Wednesday, maybe a little bit earlier. And so the wind is going to continue backing, so it will just keep moving around backwards on the clock, and eventually you'll get southerlies or southwesterlies on Thursday, and by Friday you'll have southerlies. So you just have another day of it, it looks like. So hang in there, and things will get better. Over.
Kindred Spirit below me, did you copy that?
Be very noisy on board, I would imagine.
Okay, basically, you're going to have what you've got pretty much for the whole of today. By lunchtime Wednesday, the following day, it should be starting to back more around into the west, 20 to 25. By dinner time, same day, Wednesday, possibly southwest. And by midnight, then that front should have passed through and it'll be continuing to back. The wind will be continuing to back. So it looks like you've got another 24 hours of it. Okay, and that's all on board? Okay, yeah, we'll just hunker down and, okay, they copied all that, thank you, David.
Yeah, thank you. And they did come up at the end. It's, of course, this sked time is just a little bit early for that far west. Thanks, Trevor. And I think there was somebody else in behind Brad. Who was the other boat calling? Did you hear anybody else, Trevor?
Mouthful usually. I didn't hear anybody then, but before the weather, I think it might have been Umberto or somebody who sounded a bit Spanish was on, but they haven't come back. All
right, thank you for that. All right, we will assume that everybody has everything. I was just looking at the reports. Margarita are now in Aitutaki, heading to Penryn, so make sure we cover that area tomorrow. You're going to have to do some bit more work. Good morning to Rapaki. Enjoying the showers at Pangamotu there. There's been a lot of rain around. It's hard to believe that Eagle's Wings got as far as New Zealand to Port Vila without any rain. But there you have it. Some people are just lucky and go like snot to get ahead of things. All right, just for those people that want to know what it's like at 26 south, we'll say, and 179 east, Tregoning have northerlies at 8 knots, so pretty light there. Morning, Bill. Got your report as well as Ron and Cheryl there. All right, one final call, and then I'm just going to stay on streaming. And what we'll do on streaming is cover the departure from New Zealand. But anybody else? And apologies to those that do try and listen on streaming from the islands. That was my mistake this morning. All right, cheers everybody. The frequency's all yours. I'm going to switch the radio off so we can concentrate on the streaming.
I think Umberto might be there. You got a copy, Umberto?
Oh, he's got a terrible radio.
Okay, yeah, so you've got 20, 25 knots on the southeast at Yungassa and just waiting for the wind to shift around so you can go down here. Yeah, you would probably Thursday, I think David will probably agree. Thursday might probably going around to the north or north for you.
Where is she from?
Oh, God knows.
Did you copy Patricia?
No, on and off. Where is he, over?
He's out southern Laos and he's going to on here. He's waiting for the wind to move out of the southeast on the 45 valleys now, waiting for it to move out. Move around to the north or northeast. I said probably Thursday. I think that's about right, isn't it, David?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is, says David. Yes, I think you would need it fairly light to it on gear by the sound of the anchorage there. Has he got a catamaran too, over?
Yeah, Roger. I think it's a catamaran.
Yeah, he must have been talking to Alcyon. They said it was a bit bumpy there for a monohull, so I suspect there's not an awful lot of protection. Have you been in there, over?
No, we're actually so we'll let you know.
Alrighty. Yep, Thursday, Umberto, if things go according to plan. Thank you, Trevor. All right, clear with everybody on the radio, and we will be switching off to carry on streaming. Cheers all. Okay, can you just carry on with the bit about leaving New Zealand Thursday, Friday, and then we'll just see if anything comes up on streaming. Where you go? Say it's still not coming through. Hang on. No, it's meant to be coming through.
It's not working.
Well, hang on. It should be now. Yeah, I've got it on. Hang on. I'm just going to stop it. There's something strange going on with the computer. All right. No, just.
Okay, for those that are waiting to depart New Zealand on Thursday, north of New Zealand, and that's between two highs. So we have a high off to the east, and we have a strong high developing off to the west. It's 1036, and those two airstreams converge right on longitude 175, and so that's going to create a trough right there. So that is a problem. Now, what I had mentioned to the people before the streaming messed up was that if you had left and put some westing in, you might pick up the eastern edge of that ridge and get some southerly winds. But if you put in the traditional easting, then you'd be hammered by the northerly winds on the departing high. So the only other thing that you can do is just to wait until next week, the Monday, late Monday, early Tuesday time frame, the new ridge will be over New Zealand, and you definitely will have southerlies leaving the country, and then you'll have a fairly substantial ridge and then eventual high that will take over the Southwest Pacific. So those are your options. Now, it depends how fast that you go, because on the 3rd of July, it looks like there's going to be another frontal band that goes from New Zealand all the way up to Fiji, and that means the winds are going to be northeasterly. So you can look at how many days are between those 2 points in time and see if that's feasible to go. But that's, I'm afraid, what the weather is looking like. So that's it for me.
All right. Sorry about that again, folks, that I messed up here, but it does seem to be working okay now.